Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Wednesday, the 5th of June. This is our midweek update, and oh my God, we have some red on the screen. I know. Stop the presses. We have a red day on the SPY. We came down and bounced off the area of the 8 day. Um, the Qs, similar, except barely went anywhere. When you look at the ES, we were up 9 days in a row before this, so we really needed this. Crude is back above 95 over some strikes back and forth. You've still got 15 minutes. Good point, David. Some strikes back and forth between Iran and the US, but nothing big. The VIX not doing anything. So again, I don't read much into this. When you look at the SPY, you look at the volume here. There's no volume. It's 32 million shares. It's not like they're selling anything. This market remains they rotate through differently into different names in the same sectors, but pretty much what they're doing. The banks, they don't want them in general. Ugly day there, other than Goldman and Morgan Stanley. Oh, Morgan Stanley, the two they want. If you're not paying attention, these two banks are going to rake in billions and billions of dollars. Goldman is the prime on SpaceX, which goes off on the 12th. They're going to make over $1 billion in fees plus more billions on the stocks they get. Morgan Stanley's involved in that one heavily too, and now they're both in on Anthropic. Quick update on SpaceX. Sounds like they're going to buy a IPO at $135 a share for a 1.75 trillion IPO at this point. They have the option of going 15% higher, which they will. What else we got going on? Energy. Energy remains stronger. It's not really doing much. ExxonMobil, Chevron, right? They're up, but they're not running or doing anything special here. Um, Biotech and pharma remains over a week. Names like Boeing continue to get butchered here. Walmart had a little bit of bounce in retail along with Costco today, but overall they've been very weak. Crypto, Bitcoin continues to get absolutely killed. Hood now, after those big couple candles, lost the 8 day there, and we'll see where it goes. Coin also coming in hard here. This one we got to watch to see if it could hold that 160 area, 158.46. Otherwise, we got problems. IGV continued its multi-day slide here, back down here to the 8 day. We'd like to see it hold that 200 day. Names like Microsoft have gotten absolutely battered down here. Palantir as well. Oracle with earnings next week has held in slightly better, but you get the ideas. They sold off Palo Alto. It was a very good report. They just probably too far too fast. We have CrowdStrike tonight along with Avgo. What else? We talk about Mag 7, Amazon, continues to sell. Here it is on the 50 day. We'll see if it holds. Google looks like it wants that 50 day as well. Meta had a nice day. That was one of our good trades today. We traded that one. We've got to see if we can get that back above that 640 level. Apple hit an all-time high, but it was very quick on the open, and that was it for that. Tesla had a nice day. They couldn't hold, but it had a nice push and a lot of flow around it midday. That brought a nice trade as well. The semis, the SMHs hit a new all-time high today. Micron, yep, new all-time high. SanDisk, yep, new all-time high. Western Digital, yep, new all-time high. STX, you get the idea. Marble on social media speculation that it may be a candidate for the S&P 500 had another huge pop up here to 324. Not much you can do with that. High, just high now. Um, Intel was up strong pre-market. They sold most of it, held some of it. AMD held in well at a new all-time high. Nvidia, they want nothing to do with here. They're dumping it right back down. Avgo reports tonight, which hit a new all-time high earlier today. So the bottom line is this market remains strong. And what I did say to the room this afternoon is I said this is a very strong market. It's not a healthy market per se, but it's a strong market. And and that's okay. A healthy market would be we'd be getting rotation, we'd be getting a lot more participation, it'd be broader. We're not getting that here. We'd be getting little dips and pullbacks. This is not the market we're in. It's getting a lot of pumping, right? There's a lot of pump jobs going on in this market between the president and the administration, between the names in the industry and the companies themselves with all these buying and then pushing the companies they buy. It's just that kind of market, these circle trades where they buy chips from one company, but they give them a piece of their company for it, right? This is kind of what we see going on here. But bottom line, this market's shrugging off everything. Inflation high still? Yep. Uh, Iran and US going back at it? Yep. Tariffs coming back? Yep. Did the market care today? Particularly. So with that said, 2 more days left in this week. We'll see what we get. We have an IPO tomorrow, Quantumum. They're being spun off by Honeywell. That one reports are it's supposed to IPO between 53 and 55, and it's 20 times oversold. If you want to join us, link in the description below. I'll stay with you guys for the crowd tonight. Let's have a great day tomorrow. Good night, everybody.